Hello, hello. Hello and welcome to the chat. Hello and welcome to the live. And welcome. Today we are making paper. Hi, Sassy. I'm making paper to use. I'm making paper to use in my turtle journal that I'm going to be making for the month of May. I like to have my own paper for that. So I made some homemade alcohol inks this morning to use. I'm going to be making paper, and then later on, I'm going to be stamping on them and grunging them up. But right now I have to just make the paper so that I can do that. And I'm using my Tim Holtz heat tool to dry them. Normally I do this at a bunch at a time in my oven, but today I'm doing it here so that you guys can see my process. I really like this color, purple. I don't know if it's purple or I don't remember what color I put in there. Might be rose or whatever. Because I have oodles of inks that I use. Whoa! We don't need more than one over there. I love making paper. It's one of my favorite things to do. And my paper supply is pretty low, so like my colored papers. So I thought today would be a good live to do that on so that I could replenish for when I make my journals that I have paper to put in them. It's an easy process. It's just maybe I could do a couple pages on top of each other and see how they go like that. Oh, I just had an idea. Let's see how this works. Let's put this like this on here like that. And we can drop a piece like this. We're gonna play. We're gonna do a little play in here with our stencils too. And see if our stencils work. Just because, you know, why not play while we're here? I'm just gonna hold my heat gun up a little higher so I don't melt my stamp or stencil. The stencil that I put in here is from Scrapbooking with Me. They are sold out at the moment, but if you use the QR code that is up at the top, and once this page dries, I will drop my link in. There is sometimes she drops stencils in from time to time where you can go get different stencils in the shop. I'm anxious to see if the stencil stayed on the paper. It didn't. Oh, it marbleized that one a little bit, which is cool. I want to see what it did on this one. It stayed a little bit on that one. That's cool. Like it imprinted a little bit. That is cool. See, it did do it a little bit on this one. It did. You can't probably see it a little on there, but it is on there. That is cool. All right, let's shift ourselves to another color and see what we can muster up. Yes, that is cool. I have other stencils over here. Let's see what we can do with these stencils. I didn't do a notification this morning because I was slacking. I need to get better at it. This is all a work in progress, let's see. But thank you for joining me, Tanya. I appreciate you. We are playing in the paper, and we are making paper. And right now we are playing with the alcohol ink and the stencils to see if the stencils stay on the paper. And seeing what cool effects we get. Yeah, that is what we're doing. And all I'm doing is taking a paper, laying it down. Hello, Zal. Hello, Zal. Hello, Tanya. And we're just laying it like so. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. That is cool. And we're going to see what we get. And now, if I pick up the other colors on my glass mat, I don't mind because that is fine. All I'm using is food coloring and alcohol ink right now. And I'm using my Uncle Timmy's heat tool because it's the quietest I have. My other one is a little loud. And I look at that. It transferred the stencil. Yes, I'm excited. All right, we got to make sure that one gets dry. But we got to also pick this stencil up so we don't. I figured out how to do a stencil. Yes, I did. I figured out how to do a stencil. I'm going to be doing more of this stencil with colors. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're playing it with all the tricks today. All the tricks. I just have to make sure that it dries before I put it with the other paper. I'm only using copy paper. I'm not using nothing fancy. Sometimes when you use a little bit more than a little more, oh, it went all the way through too. That's cool. See over here, it picked up the pink that I was using, which I absolutely love that. Hello, Mel. I'm playing in the mess today. I'm going to be a little messy today making paper because I'm going to be making a really cool turtle journal for May. And I also don't have paper like this in my stash. I need some in my stash. So I figured I'd bring my friends along and show them how to make paper this morning. So here we are. making paper. And I had a stencil. Hello, Karen. I had a stencil, and I thought that I would drop a stencil on my paper to see how that stencil would be on my paper. So here we are making paper. Having fun on this fine Tuesday morning and crafting and chatting and maybe causing some mischief. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? So I'm going to lay this fancy little stencil here again. And I'm going to pull out this fancy little purple here. And we're going to, well, it has a little orange in there because I had to clean these out this morning because they had old colors in them. So you might see some old colors before you see some other colors, but hey, it happens. I have my coffee over here. You have your death wish, Karen? I have my death wish. Oh, I like that. I likey. And it slid, but that's okay. I don't mind that it slid. I don't mind that it slid. Does anybody else make paper like this, or is it just me? I got some grunge here on the back. I got some grunge. And then what I was looking for I have a turtle. I do have a turtle. I do. And I was looking for my turtle and I can't find my turtle. But I do have these. I want to try these on paper with a stencil. Sorry about the cello. I know that bothers some people. But I want to try this. I do. And you can't really read it, so I'm just going to just put it on there and we're going to go from there. And we're going to spray. So you can use your Tim Holtz inks for this if you want to make paper. I prefer to use food coloring and alcohol for it. I have my grandkids make. I do make coffee dyed paper. I like making the colored paper and all of that. I get food coloring from Amazon when I do it. I have 34, 35 colors, something of that nature with all the different colors. I use the liquid, not the gel. I mix it with a little bit of 91 proof alcohol. Not the drinking alcohol, the hello, how are you? And I put it in my little spray bottle. Sometimes I put it in a cup and use a sponge to do it. So, because I like the sponge effect. And I put it in the oven. I normally don't do it page by page like this. The only reason why I'm doing it page by page like this is because I want to show you guys how I make my paper. Normally it's in the oven and I put it on 250 degrees or 225, whatever, and I cook it for 15 minutes. I flip it over and I pull out my dry pages, and then I keep going and do it. And it normally takes me a day to do it because it's a process that, a whole process that goes with it. But I discovered how to make rust water. So I also make rust paper. So when I get done playing with my colors here, I'm going to be showing you some rust paper also, how you mix it with coffee and you can get some pretty grays. Hi, Vanessa. Thank you for joining. That's a new face in the house. I have never seen you here before. Thank you. Thank you for coming and spending some time with us today. Don't forget to give your thumbs up. I love the thumbs up. I love the love. If you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, please make sure you like and subscribe. You're new? Well, thank you. I love new people. There's room at the table for everybody. Where are you from? If you don't mind sharing, you do not have to share if you don't want to. I have to find my turtle because I do need to put him on a piece. I think it's the numbers on one of them. There he is. I see him. I see him. Close to Rotterdam. What am I up to? Oh, you're from the Netherlands. Awesome. I am in the United States. I am up to making paper today with alcohol, homemade alcohol inks. But you can also use your Tim Holtz inks if you want. I'm going to be making coffee paper and rust water paper. And I'm making papers because I'm going to be making a turtle journal. Yeah, that's a lot to say. A turtle journal for the month of May. On morning lives like this, where we're going to be doing a craft and chat. So if that is something that you want to watch me do and follow along, I invite you to hit that little tiny subscribe button and hit that bell so you never miss one of my videos, and that you can come and join me while I do this. If you want to see this adventure, or if you want to see silly things like this that I do, or if you want to learn silly things like this that I do, because this is a learning adventure and I love to teach new things like this. Woo. And if you want to hear me giggle every now and then, and this is the place to be. Or if you like to hear me yell at my supplies every now and then and put them in punishments because they don't do what they're supposed to do, then this is the place to be. Oh, I just oversprayed on that one, but that's fine. We'll still be able to see it. I probably should have covered it, but I did not. You learn. Okay, coffee in hand, laptop ready for a day with Tara Tuesday craft chat. Karen. Just don't put me in the parking lot, please. That's all I ask. I don't want to go to the parking lot. I want to be a good girl. today. I want to be a good girl. I want to make it to my birthday. So all I want to do is make it there. And then I found my little turtle here. Don't mind the grunge on the turtle. Listen, I think you being on your own, you're okay. I think being on my own, I am okay. I think so. I'm holding my own here. And don't mind my stamps being grungy because I also do jelly plating on Friday nights with a bunch of friends, including Karen and Amy, and I get myself in some trouble over there, but hey. I'm trying to behave. I'm trying. And this Friday, we're having a birthday party. Like pin the tail on a donkey. That didn't even leave the turtle on there. Huh. Interesting. I might have to use that with some ink. Yes, Friday is my birthday. Mm-hmm. Friday. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Kelly. Yes. That turtle is gonna get me in trouble. He doesn't want to appear. But look I sprayed some coffee on him, and look, he appeared with the coffee. He appeared. He was invisible, but look at that. He showed up with some coffee. Yeah, it was like he needed some coffee. But look at that, how cool that, when he dries, that is going to be super cool. He was like, nope, not coming out until I get some coffee. No way. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It was like he was hiding. Isn't that crazy how he was hiding until I brought out the coffee? Once the coffee came out, he came out. The heat tool that I'm using is the Tim Holtz heat tool. I absolutely love it because when you're on lives, it's quiet. You can hear it. It's not like super quiet, but it's quieter than the other one that I had. The other one that I had is loud. But yeah. I really want to dry this up here, and I want that turtle. Come on, friend. Because he's starting to disappear again, and I don't want him to disappear. Because as soon as I sprayed the coffee on him, he came out, and then now he's gonna disappear on me, and I don't want him. He's playing jokes. He wants to be funny. I'm gonna call him Houdini here in a minute. I don't want to spray any more on it because then it really probably won't come out. But I have the stencil, so I can always go over it with the stencil with some ink, with some oxides, I guess. Yeah, he is playing hide and seek, but you can see it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Like, see how he's there, but he's not there. It's like you have to look really close for it to see it, but it's cool. It'll be cool in the turtle journal, that's for sure. I just have to get the paper here to dry. I'm just going to set it off because I don't want to mess with them anymore because I really like the way that that looks. So we're going to set him off to the side. Yeah, he's playing peekaboo. He definitely is playing peekaboo. And we don't want him playing peekaboo no more. I need to make sure that I have some plain paper because I have some stamps that I want to use too. So we're going to do this. I have some turtle stamps I pulled out too. So you can make alcohol inks if you're new or not new. If you're just coming in, you can make alcohol ink without having to buy the Tim Holtz Distress Sprays by just using alcohol ink and food coloring. That is what I'm using right now. I just got a spray bottle. You got a frog stamp. I have more stamps than I know what to do with. I was pulling them out this morning to try to find my turtle stamp, and I'm like, I need to do something with these. They sit in a tote in my bin here behind me, and I need to use them more. I really do, because I don't use them enough. I like making paper like I do with the stove, but I like making paper this way too because you can make it up differently. I better make sure that was on there tight because I had that. I made rust water with vinegar and rusty items. I put them in a jar and then I put it on my desk and I just let it cook. And it's been a while. It's been sitting there. So I'm just going to pour some. I don't even know if I have to pour some in this. I'm going to leave this here because I don't think I have to even pour any in there. I'm just going to take the cover off it. It's in a mason jar. See, the mason jar is nice and rusty. Some people don't like to make it like this because they like, yeah, I love making the rust water. And I just let it cook on my desk for as long till I need to use it. I just let it cook there. I actually have 2 jars of it going so that when one goes down, I have another one. And then what I do with the rust water is I take my paper like this and I just dip my brush into my rust water. And then like when it goes on here, it doesn't really like look rusty, but this is like magic because when this goes like this, right? And then you take this, like this. This is on here like this. If you spray it with coffee, you get the gray and then you get the smell of the coffee. You don't really get the smell of vinegar. And if you don't like the smell of vinegar, take your pages and stick dryer sheets in between of it and it goes away. And your rust paper gets this really cool color when you mix them together. It gets like this gray color. And it's more, the gray color is more my my avenue. Yeah, the dryer sheets take on the smell of the even the coffee. If you don't like the smell of the coffee, you can put the dryer sheets in between your pages and it'll take on the smell of it. But if you spray the coffee on with the rust water, it turns it gray, like a grayish color, which I prefer that over the rusty color. I just use the rust to get this. Cause I'm weird. We all know that I like my dark color or my grungy colors. And these pages work perfect for a signature. The rights, you can cut them down, you can shrink them down, you can do whatever you got to do with them for them to go into a signature. Then again, I'm just gonna take these like this. Oh, stay on your media mat there, Goofy. I use my glass media mat for this because when I'm done, I can just wipe it all down. I don't have to worry about it being on my other mat. Now I'm going to show you what happens when I don't put no coffee on here. If it'll do it. It might not even do it. But. It shows the faint, like, rust color. It almost looks like a coffee color. When you don't put the coffee on it, the rust looks like a light but you can make it as dark as you want, as light as you want. I can go over this again with the rust and make it darker. I can take this, now that there's rust on there, and say I want some purple on there. So I'm just gonna, I didn't really care for that like that, so I'm gonna decorate it up a little bit. Hi, Zal. So I just changed the color of it. And then say you have this for a background, right? And you decide, oh, well, I really liked when I had those numbers on there before, and I think I want those numbers, but I want them in coffee. So I take my coffee, and my coffee wants to be snickety here. Well, you know what I'm going to do with the coffee? I'm going to dump some of the coffee in here like that. And then I can get a brush. So I have it in here, and then I have some here. Whatever you do though, don't take the same brush that you use for your vinegar and use it in your coffee too, because then you'll have a mess. It'll always be the gray color. And you just do this on here like this. I have a little bit that went over, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna pick this up like this because my numbers are on there, a little smudged, but we'll take this up like that. I probably should have left the stencil on there, but I didn't. I kind of like it when it's sprayed on there better than, but I'm just showing you different ways that you can, yeah, and I just mixed those up probably, so I don't know which one is which. But as soon as coffee touches rust water, it's gonna turn gray. Which is cool. I think that's my vinegar one. That's my coffee one. So let's do some more. Let's make some more vinegar. One's here. Because we're here to make coffee vinegar rust paper, right? So is anybody learning anything fun today? If you are, drop me some hearts in the comments. I want to know if, oh, we can make some labels out of these. I can make some labels out of these today. Oh yeah. No problem. I can show you how to make labels, no problem. I'll label the sprayers. Well, I would label them, but each time I do them, I change the colors in them. So I repurpose them. Like when they're empty, I have 34 different colors. So when I sat down today, I picked colors that I wanted and then I put them in it. The only one that I actually leave all the time is my coffee one. So like if I'm making something at my desk and I need a coffee, then that's when I use my coffee. But I get what you're saying. Like if I was using those same colors all the time and they were the only colors that I was using, yeah, then I would label them. That makes complete sense so that I don't get confused. And I'm not going to have a color paper lance here in just a minute because I have paper that I've made everywhere. Well, I'm going to have to put it there because, yeah, I just have paper craft lance here. People are afraid to dye paper like this, and a lot of people say they don't like to do it because it's time consuming and that it takes a lot to do it. It does. I can see where it does take time to do it, but I like the effects of it in a journal. That's why I do it. Because to me, if I can sit here and talk to my friends and make paper, then I'm going to do it. And when I first started doing this, I was petrified to make any other colors but coffee because I was afraid that I was going to mess it up. And then one day I decided to play in the colors. I started with Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid was the very first one I started with. And I used to mix it with just water, like Kool-Aid and water. And it gave like a pastel color, and I liked that. But then when I started mixing it with the alcohol gave it a nice vibrant color. And then that's when I started using the alcohol. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stick with the alcohol because it works way better. And I'm not afraid to, well, that wasn't dark enough for me. So let's darken her up. And we got a wrinkle or two in the paper, but that's okay. Some other people like to iron their paper. I don't iron my paper because I like the crinkle sound when it's in my journal. That's another thing that I like. So I don't iron it. I have an iron, but I don't like to iron. I don't even iron my clothes. So why would I iron my paper? Does anybody else like that crinkle sound in their books? I love the crinkle sound. And I like that no page is the same. Like every page is different. Like they're all unique. I felt bad because when I made my retreat journal, I didn't have no paper made. So I don't have no paper for my retreat journal. But I might do a tip in and put some of my paper in my retreat journal. Because my retreat journal isn't done yet, but close to it. Yes, it makes the page very interesting when it has that crinkle to it. And the journal that I'm going to be making in May is called Raggedy Turtle Blooms. So of course it has that crinkle. It's supposed to have that crinkle into it. It's a kit that I found at least 6 months ago or more from Louisa Heinzel, and I have it printed here, and I want to start. I've started some of it, but I want to actually make the journal because I haven't even made the journal yet. So yeah, we're going to be doing that in May for hi Cookie, welcome. I haven't even started, like I cut pieces in that out for it, but I have to get that going too. So this page here, I put ink on it, and then I put some rust on it, and I want to see what it does. Like I reverse the process, and it kind of is starting to look like it's gonna be a tortoise shell. And that is gonna be pretty cool if I can get that to go like that. At this point, I've been lurking and hitting the heart reaction because I couldn't read the chat on my phone. Well, thank you, Cookie. That I appreciate that. I think that looks pretty cool. I think I'm gonna have to do another one with that with a different color because that came out pretty cool with the ink and then putting the rust on top of it. What do you guys think? Give me some cookies if you think that looks cool. Also, let me know if you want me to do a like ratio to alcohol ink and how I did my rust water in that chart to put up on my coffee page so that you guys have that, because I'll put that together and put it up on my coffee page so that you can go and grab it so that you know what I do for my ink, like make my alcohol inks and how I make my rust water and things like that. If you want that, like a how-to chart. Like how I put my homemade alcohol inks together and how I put my make my rust water and things like that. I can make a like how-to thing for that and put it up on my coffee if that's something you guys would like to. Yeah. If that's something that you guys are interested in, let me know and I can make that up and put that up. Okay, I will make one and put it up. I don't know if the dollar store still has the little spray bottles that I have, but I will see if I can find them on like the Zon or something, and I'll link those too if they have them. Okay, Cookie. I'll keep that in mind. This one's a little wetter because I put a little extra on there, but I am loving the way that it's coming out. Like it's rust in the middle. Thank you, Karen. Well, it's not really the Dollar Tree anymore. It's the $1.25 and up store. Oh, I am loving this paper. I think out of all of them that I have made so far, this is by far my favorite. Why? Because look at all that it picked up off my mat. Look at that. Look at that. You hear the excitement in my voice? This is by far my favorite paper. Look at it picked that up off my mat. That is fun. That is one of my favorites. Yes, Karen. That is amazing. Like I'm over here with the chitter getters because I made that. Who made that? Tara made that. You know who else can make that? All of you. All of you can make that too. All you need is a little food coloring, a little alcohol, and a little patience, and you all can make that too. It's not hard. I believe in each and every one of you just like you all believe in me. Don't, when you make these and you use your mat, don't wipe your mat down between each color because that's how you get that. It picks those colors up between each one. If you clean your mat, you won't get those cool colors. From like one page to the next, if you clean it up, you won't get that. I have a feeling I'm going to see Kelly out there today showing paper she made later on today. Yep, I think I do. I think I'm going to be seeing I'm gonna see Kelly out there. Mm-hmm. She's gonna be showing all of us all her yummy paper she made. Because she's over there being inspired. Karen, you got me out there and inspiring in people in this big universe. As Karen, in the words of Karen, it's only paper. You can't mess it up. Karen had to remind me that a few times that it's just paper. You can't mess it up. Look at that grunge. Look at that grunge that came off my mat. I'm over here in love. I'm over here in love. I see your true colors shining through. Cookie's over here planting earworms. I know that song, Cookie. That is a Phil Collins song. And one of my favorites at that. I think Tanya went sleeping on us. Nope, I'm still here. Tanya, please come to the front of the room. I done. Cookie. I am actually finding it really fun to spray the alcohol ink on the paper first and then taking the rust water and going over it afterwards because it's giving a really, really cool effect. So when I am making my notes for you guys to put it up in my copy shop so that you guys have those documents, I will make sure that I put that in the notes, that if you guys are looking for this type of effect on your paper, to put your alcohol ink first, like your spray bottle, spray it first, and then put your rust water over top of it, and then you will get this really, really cool effect like this, if that is something that you enjoy. Tanya's gonna give it a go. I am so excited that I am inspiring you guys to do this. Like, I honestly didn't think that this was going to be something that was going to be such a hit. That you guys were just going to come spend time with me because I wanted to craft. I didn't think you guys were really going to want to make paper after I showed you how to make paper. My heart is so full right now, you don't even know. You don't even know how full my heart is at the moment. Oh no, Zal, that's not good. Me and my coffee spray bottle are gonna go next round at the Alamode. Okay, you just want to go little spurts and spurts and spurts. Okay, we can do that. It'll give you a cool effect on the paper, so we can do that. I kind of wish you could sleep too, because it's no fun having to have a maintenance man come to your house. None whatsoever. Being with my maintenance man coming. Karen. Karen, my comments section is not a you can do what you got to do in my comment section. this chat is not a PG-13 chat. You know me. All right, now Tara has to cap these. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute because I'm going to be cleaning up just a few things so that, well, you can drive me right on over there. Hook, line, and sinker. Just remember, I like them big. I like them today. I have to just clean up a few things so that we can move on to stamping and inking. So that's where we're heading. We're heading in that direction now. I just have to get a little bit of cleaning, so you can talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes. I'm sorry we have this part of the show, but in order to move on to the next part, we have to have a little cleanup. So clean up. Everybody do their share. If you follow my QR code, or if you Cookie will drop my affiliate link. If right now for the digitals, it's Mayday 40 and they're 40% off. But my affiliate code will work on anything that is not digital, so you still get 20% off of that also, Mel. You just bought a bunch of digitals for Missy? Kelly, did you get your TH papers? Which color did you get? You're welcome, Mal. Alrighty. Oh, you haven't bought the Tim Holtz papers? I have every color that came out of the Tim Holtz papers. Alrighty, these are the papers we have made. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just showing you the papers that I've made. I made this paper. I made this paper. I made that paper. I made that paper. And that paper. And that paper. And that one. And that one. And that one. These are when I was playing playing with the stencils. I like the bubbles on that one. And those bubbles. And then this is when I first started playing with the stencils. With the pink. And these are the very first ones that I made. They're really pretty papers. I have them. I just don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. See, when Tim Holtz papers first became a thing, I didn't know what they were because I was just coming into the junk journal thing. Thank you, Kelly. And so I didn't know what like Tim Holtz paper was. So I'm out here and I didn't get any of those really pretty papers. So when I seen these, I'm like, oh, I gotta have those. I gotta have those. So yeah, they're here and they're in my collection. So yeah. So now I have them. I just have to figure out something to do with them. And of course, with Miss E, I support Miss E, and you know, there's that. So as these are going into a journal, we all know, I am going to fold this like in half because I want that turtle. That turtle is a must on there. And I'm going to get an ink because I want to put that on there. Yeah. So one thing I'm going to recommend just starting out, I don't want you to fall down the rabbit hole that I fell down. The FOMO. You find what you like, get what you like. Don't do the FOMO. Just because somebody else has it, you don't need to have it. Find what you like. I did the FOMO thing, and yeah, now I have stuff that I don't even touch. Okay, here goes for my stamping. And there's my gathered twigs. I'm just pulling out inks for a minute. I'll be right with you guys. I know you probably say this lady just never have her crap together. Yes, Mel, we do need another retreat, and I've been birdieing that in somebody else's ear. Don't worry about that. Yes, Karen, that is absolutely great advice. Get the small. If you like it, then get the big. Like when it comes to, like I'm playing with the oxides from Tim Holtz Distress Inks. I started with ink and then I liked the oxides, so I started buying oxides. And I don't have all of them. I only have the colors that I like. I like dark colors. I like dark colors. I like grungy colors. So that's what I lean towards. Tim Holtz does sell oxides now in the mini inks, like the mini inks. He also sells inks. Oh, didn't mean to do that. In the little sizes also, so that you can pick the colors to try them to see if you like them before you buy them, like buy the bigger ones. I would say get those and try those before you got the large ones. But go for your the ones that people like. If you like the vintage photo and you like those, get those in the big ones because you will use those a lot. But don't go for the FOMO. If you see somebody has this and you and they say, oh, you gotta have this, you gotta have no. Get what you need, what you think you want. Even with the glues, you don't need all the glues. Find the glue that you like, get the glue that you like, and use that glue. Like, okay, if you watch my videos, yes, I switch from glue to glue to glue because I have glue that was gifted to me that I use. Like, you'll see me talk about the Tim Holtz ruler. I would have never have bought that, but it was gifted to me. So that's why I use the Tim Holtz ruler. That's why I talk about the Tim Holtz ruler, because it's, and honestly, it is one of my favorites, the Tim Holtz ruler, because the person that gifted it to me bought it for me because they know that I struggle with, now my whole stencil moved. I should have probably taped that down before. There it goes again, moving again. The person that bought it for me knows that I struggle with my eyes, and that when I'm filming and stuff like that, I have a hard time seeing things. But you don't have to buy everything Tim Holtz either, because there is other brands that have the same thing as Tim Holtz. Hi, Casey. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. I appreciate it. Yeah, like, you do not have to buy everything name brand. I can tell you that right now. Yes, you'll see that a lot of stuff on my desk is Ranger, and I'm preaching to the choir. But believe me, you don't have to have everything Tim Holtz. Nope. Not at all. That kind of looks cool that it moved on there. See that? That kind of looks pretty nifty on there. Like, I'm sitting here. I have the embossing powders. I have the embossing inks. I have all of that stuff. And you know what? It took me a long time before I even touched them. They sat here for a really long time because I was afraid to use them. I just broke out of my shell and started using them. I had a jelly plate for years, and I just broke out of my shell and started using them. And when I go on and jelly plate with Karen and Amy and all of them, they have the fancy paint, and I pull out the Walmart paint. I use the Walmart paint because I'm comfortable using the Walmart paint. I like the Walmart paint. Because for a long time, I was afraid. I have Tim Holtz paint that goes to the jelly plate, but I like the Walmart paint that goes, like the apple barrel paint, and that I like the way that feels when I pull on my jelly plate. There was one time I bought jelly plates that were no good, that like they did not work. And I was on a live, and these jelly plates did not work for me. And I could not figure out why they did not work for me. And I got upset. Karen was in the live. Cookie was they were all in the live with me when they did not work. But I made it work through the live. And then at the end of the live, I sent them back because I wasn't happy. But there's times that things don't work the way that you expect them to do it. But don't get frustrated. Don't give up. Just try again. That's why I wanted to come on and work today and show you that you can make paper with a little bit of alcohol and food coloring, and you do not need a Tim Holtz ink to do it. You do not. The very first time that I actually went on to jelly plate, I didn't even, hello Jaquita, I didn't even have a brayer. I used one of these foam brushes like this to put paint on my jelly plate. Yeah, like that. That's so I don't worry because that so-and-so has this and so-and-so has that. That does not bother me, whatever. So that's what the reason why I'm telling you this is because the reason why I'm telling you this, Kelly, is because I do not want you to get frustrated when you go out there into the big junk journal world and you see so-and-so has this and so-and-so has that. And you're like, oh, I can't do that because they have it and I don't. No, you do. You just have to be creative. You can make it work with what you have in your room or in your space or whatever you have. Oh, jelly plating, that is a little bit of more advanced technique. And once you get more into journaling, you'll probably stumble upon it. But you'll see me do it. I do it. Yes, I think outside the box a lot. A lot. And I'll take a digital kit and take that and turn that into something that you wouldn't even dream that I turned it into something. Because that's just how I'm just like that. I have to be the different one in the bunch. I've always been that way. Yeah, that is just how I roll. Thank you, Kelly. That means a lot. When I first started this YouTube journey, I was seriously afraid of it. I didn't think anybody would ever want to learn anything from me. I didn't think that I had anything that anybody would want to learn from me. And over the past few months, the amount that I have, the amount of people that I have picked up along the way has shown me that there is people out there that want to actually learn something from me. Oh, well, I probably should show you what I did with this. I put a stencil, my stencil here, which is one of my jelly plate stencils that I haven't cleaned yet. And then I just used my ground espresso oxide. And then I took one of my favorite stamps that comes from it's one of the bundles from Tim Holtz. It's from the one that has the tiny toadstools. It's one of my favorites, and that's the tiny toadstool splatter stamp. These two are the only two that stay on my desk all the time. And I just took those words and used the archival ink and one around the edge and stamped. And I also used my ground espresso and around the edging of this whole page, inside and out, because this will be a whole signature page for the turtle journal that I'm going to be making. And then we're going to take this one here, like so, and I pull out my stamps here. I have my stamps bucket. And then I pulled out some special stamps for today because I have a large word stamp here. And then I have turtle stamps. I found some bubbles that I thought maybe we could use some bubbles. I found some numbers. And then I have those turtle stamps that I thought that we could use. And then oh yes, and I have this baby turtle stamp here from Coco Daisy, and I thought maybe we could use some of those stamps to stamp. And I found some dogs if I wanted to use some dogs somewhere. So that's what's on the plan for the stamping. Yeah. I have an obsession with turtles. An obsession. So, with that being said, Tara has way too many turtles. Tara can't even explain how many turtles that Tara has. Tara has about 400 turtles. But no living turtles. No living turtles. Tara actually has a turtle that she takes everywhere with her. And I can't tell you where I got my turtle stamps from because, yes, Tara is totally obsessed. I can't tell you. I just started collecting. Yeah, I've been collecting for a really long time. I can't tell you where I got my turtle stamps because I don't remember. They've been gifted to me. So I just can't. I don't remember where. I feel bad because I know somebody's going to say, "Where'd you get that?" And I don't remember where I got it from. I need to keep better records of stuff. And okay, I have a question. Oh no, you are fine with spelling my name. My name is spelled all different ways. I'm fine with that. Should I use black, coffee, or pebbled beach for the turtle on the pink page? Black, pebbled beach, or coffee? Bye, Vanessa. Thank you for stopping in. And hopefully I see you around. I don't know which color to use for my turtle, so that's why I was asking for my friends' help. It's going into I want the turtles to show, but it's going into my turtle journal that I'm going to be making. I was thinking coffee too, Casey. Because I do want to put, throw my glasses here. I do want to put it, the words on there too. The script words, because I have these script words. So brush up from the bottom with black to add depth. So we use a pen, like a brush pen. Stamping. Should I do the words first and then do the turtle so that we have the words and then we can see where to put the stamping or put the turtle? No, I don't have a turtle stencil. I have to make a well, I do have a turtle stencil, just the big one. But I could do the words first, then I know where to put the turtle. Like these, because I like using this chunk of, like, you can't read words. What if I did this in the coffee and then put the turtle in black over that? Then this would be behind it. Do words first and do them in black, or do them in coffee and then do the turtles? And do these in coffee and do the turtle in black. I'm thinking. I know my brain's going, catch up, Tara. Catch up, Tara. Sand and words, coffee. Okay. That's where we're going. If you hear any noise, I'm sorry. The husband's outside beating something. Some piece of equipment. What? I don't know. He's waiting for a piece of machinery, and he's probably out there taking a piece off the tractor and putting another piece on. I don't know. Just keep on swimming. Ooh, yeah. Just to keep on swimming. Just to keep on swimming. I got more pages, so I can do more ideas. I got more ideas. We can get Cookie's idea in there too. Just to keep on swimming. Just to keep on swimming. And I'm like half in the screen and half out the screen. Okay, Karen, I'll be here. I am in love with that. If I do say so myself, it could be that I'm impartial that I made the paper. The vote was how you are doing it now. I am happily outvoted. I don't know how. I just love that. I just love that. Are those turtles following the EAC? I don't know what you're talking about, Casey. I'm a bit fused. No, little fishy, you're not coming with me. No, little fishy, you're not coming with me. Do, 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 do. Nope, not in my noggin. Nope, 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 not in my noggin. No, I don't think they're from Finding Nemo. I don't think so. They could be. But this, I should put one swimming upside down. Just cause. I do have a turtle from Finding Nemo. I do. I have some what do you call that? Stuff that goes in the sea there, the foliage stuff. Should I do it green? I don't want bundle sage. I just gotta slide my pewter out of the way here. Nope, nothing in my noggin. Where did I put my cover for that? How did I lose my ink cover? Tara, seriously? I need to see what this looks like before I go. I want to put that on there, but I don't know. There's the cover for the coffee. Okay. Do I have a big enough block for this one here? Probably, maybe. I don't know. Bye, Casey. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. I'm going to have to definitely clean my mat because now I got ink all over my mat. But that's fine. You know why? Because Karen says it's all fun while you're slapping it on paper. And that's what we're doing. We're slapping her on paper. I want to put this like, let's do it like right there. So we got some foliage under the sea. Yeah. I don't want to put any up top because it won't look right if it's up top. We don't want it up top. And I should be wiping my stamps off when I use them. You need to be smart, Tara, here. Not smart. And then I have blue bubbles. I can put, or not blue bubbles, but I have bubbles. So I can put blue bubbles around. We'll do just the one set of bubbles so that we don't get it all over the place. Because we don't want to make a mess with bubbles. Because it is an underwater thing, so we gotta have bubbles. But you see how this paper was just a dyed paper, and I turned it into a completely different piece for my journal. So if you have inks, and if you have, you know, anything like this, you can make your own scene to put in a journal. You don't need nothing special to make a piece for your journal. You can do it with just about anything you have. Literally anything you have, you can make. I'm using one stamp set plus a piece of words. Like, I had words, of course, but I'm using one stamp set to make a scene to put in my turtle journal. Kelly says I'll be, see, that's it. Like, I just took out my stamps and my inks and I made a page. I'm not done. There's a few more things I want to add to it, but that's all that. You just use your imagination and you do it until you think you have enough for it. And if you don't have enough on there, you just, I think it needs a quote. Okay. Will you come to the sea with me? Let's go to the ocean. Which one? I think I'm going to put, will you come to the sea with me? Okay. Everything needs a quote in my world, because why not? And of course, I'm going to find a spot like right there. We're going to go to the sea there, and I'm going to put it here like this. And I'm not worried where I'm stamping, because in reality, the page is going to go like this, right? So you're going to see it here, and then you're going to see it here, but this is going to be in your spine, so you're not going to see it here when it's folded. So it's going to be on both sides of the paper. But you have it, you know. Mom, I have a starfish. Let's put this quote back here. And we're going to put a starfish on in the pebbles, because down at the bottom, I think it needs a starfish, you know, because in the ocean, there's a starfish or two. So we're going to just put a couple little starfish. So there's that. And then when I put it in the, okay, so before I finish up with what I'm doing here, I'm just going to grab my little dauber here, because I'm not going to put it away. It's not completed to me until I do my edging like this. Because I have to make sure that my edges are inked, like, because that's completion for me. That tells me that that page is complete. See? Now it's complete and ready for a journal. And I think that came out really cool. So now we're going to try what Jaquita said for a idea, because Jaquita had a really cool idea too. And I want to show you this technique too, because this is a very apple crumble and, oh, that sounds good. This is a very cool technique that Jaquita had mentioned, and it is very valuable when you are going to be doing stamping, because if you are going to stamp, you should really know this. You know this technique. First thing I have to do is locate my something that I can mask with. Well, I can probably use this to mask with. So what Jaquita had said, or what she recommended I do was this. Jaquita, what was the color you wanted me to use? I just wanted to make sure that I got your idea the same way you had recommended it. Calling Jaquita to the front of the class. I think she left us. Words, coffee, turtle, black. Okay. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt your shower, Chiquita. She wanted me to the masking. All right, I need to do. Where to put my wipes? I don't know where to put my wipes at. All right, let's make sure we get all this off of here. Oh, I think we did. All right, so I need the black. I wanted to show her technique, so because she had a really good technique that needs to be shown. So what she said is masking. So you would take your turtle and you would go like this, drop your turtles where you want your turtles. So I'm gonna drop them, and I don't mind that they're not all perfection, because here at Snips Happen, there's no such thing as perfection. Okay, no such thing. Nope. Because if there was perfection, we wouldn't be crafting. Yeah, see, I just double printed there. That's okay. So then she said masking, which masking means you take something like so, and you cover up the image that you just made. And then you would take whatever you wanted to do, and she said, use coffee for the words. Now I gotta find, there's the words. And you take the words, and you would go right up to where you were masking, like I just did. Make sure your words are right side up. Don't double print. So my turtle is right here. You would drop it right to where that is. And yes, I did it like, let's see, it would come right up to the turtle. This should be probably the best way to do this. The proper way. Okay. I am not showing you the proper way. I'm showing you the lazy way. So I'm going to show you the proper way to do this. Hold on a second. The proper way to do this is put this like this. You stamp it on whatever you're going to use. Most people can get away with doing it with a like a sticky note or whatever, but sometimes the proper way is to stamp the image that you're doing. Jaquita, if she wasn't in the shower, would be yelling at me because I wasn't doing the proper way. That I wasn't showing them that because I was doing it the lazy way. So I'm going to show you the right. You can get away with it doing it this way too, but if you want your image to be more precise, so I'm going to show you how you would get it more precise. As we all know, I don't measure. Well, I shouldn't say don't measure. I do measure for some things like my signatures and things like that, but most of the time I don't measure. That is correct. I just like to craft. I don't like to not craft. That's the thing. So when you do masking, you normally cut out the image that you're going to be masking. And that's the technique we're using right now, is masking. And then you drop it over said image like this, because that's what you're protecting, right? Oh, well, either way, it was said, I'm showing. I thought it was Jaquita that said it. And then, because I love masking, and then you take, when it's masked like this, of course it's a small thing, so then you take your thing and you lay it like this, right? And when you have the piece that's covering it, when you pick this up, you get the image around. Hold on. See the difference from where where I put this turtle over this like this. So it came around it, where I just didn't take the turtle, where I just took this. Oh, was you that said masking? Sorry, Cookie. And then you to where I just took it and set it like this. See how much cleaner? Like, you can do it like I did here, like that. But where I took it and put it like this, it looks a lot better that way. So I would recommend taking the extra step of stamping it, cutting it out, and doing it this way, and not being lazy and doing it that way. But this technique that I am showing, again, was masking. I just seen it. Like, I was reading and I was seeing, and I am sorry, Cookie. I just know that somebody had said it, and it's a really good technique. And for stamping, it should be something that I show, because especially doing paper like this. This technique can also be used. I'm going to save this turtle because I'm going to show you again for another technique where this can be used on another paper. Let me get this one done. See, I love how it comes down like that around the turtle. Looks really good. I should have did it here, but I did not. And now we're just going to take this one. I might just leave this one like this, where we fold this in, and I can cut these out like if I want to for tags or whatever. I'm not going to make this one a full page. I'm just going to leave this one like this. But this is the masking technique. And where did I put my, I put it up here. The other way I want to show you how you can use the masking, I'm going to pick a different color paper here, is, let me go through and do some stamping on here quick. I'm going to use black. There's the black for the turtle. This is fun. I like doing it this way too. And I can have these for when I, for the journal, when we make the journal. So I am not worried about that at all. Get back in frame, Goofy. They need to see what you're doing. Don't not show them what you're doing. And then I just have to make sure that I should have enough to do another one there. And then do another one down here. Okay. Where did I put my burr? There's my, oh, I'm going to need this again. Sorry, I'm talking to myself for a moment. So then, I don't know if anybody has a label stamp, but I have different ones of these. This one I just leave in my bucket, so when I need it, I can use it. So you can take your label, right? And you've already got your mask for your turtle, right? And you can come in when you have your turtle like this and drop a label like this on your turtle. And then when you pull it up, you have a turtle head that is inside of your label by masking it. Just like that. So I'm going to make a few of these on this page just so that I have them to cut them out for when I do the journal. So this one here, see how this turtle is so close to this turtle? I'm not going to be able to put the label right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my label and my shell, and I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to put it up here. So my label is just up behind my turtle instead of down by where he is. If you guys are learning something fun today and you're liking the techniques that I am showing you, please make sure you drop me some hearts in the comments, or maybe some turtles, because we're talking about turtles today. So leave me some turtles in the comments, because you know I love me some turtles. I just want to know if I inspired you today to, if you love anything that I am showing you. That's all. And if you like things like this, because I can come on and show you all different types of things like this. Because I know a lot of different tricks and things. Look at all the turtles. I'm loving the turtles. Oh, no. We need to be friends. Don't drop, please. Alrighty, we have those. And Sassy's back. Yes, hello, Sassy. Welcome to the club. And then I thought, because we're over here playing with different things, we could, would that fit in there? No, that one's too big. But if nobody has ever showed you this, I'm going to show you now for the first time. You can take a little tiny number like this, a stamp, you know how you have your number stamps, drop it in like so, and you can take, I'm using toilet paper because it's the closest thing that you have. You can take and wipe the ink off here, the number itself, and you can drop it right here. So that turtle now has a number in its foot. Well, not foot, but its flipper. See the number in its flipper? And there's no, the number part is not there because you wiped the ink off that number. And these turtles can be cut out and used as clusters. They can be used as anything. And I don't mind that see how the label isn't here, but it goes all the way around? I don't mind that because that's part of the aesthetic that I like, because it gives me the grungy, you know, whatever. And then like here, I have this itty bitty turtle. I can take this itty bitty turtle and go through here and stamp here in these spots, and I'm not wasting any of that stuff. You know, but I'm not going to throw this away, because when I go through and if I want to make more of these on different color paper, I already have this stamped out. And then if I want, I can take this, which is what I call my bubbles, and I can go through and drop bubbles on these too if I wanted to, and make them have, you know, some grunge on them. But for right now, I really like how that has numbers in its fin. So I'm going to put some numbers in a couple of their fins just because. There we go. And I'm going to leave a couple without numbers. But there's another idea. Is there anything else that anybody wants to see me do? Or are you overloaded with ideas now and you guys just want to go play in all your stuff? Tell me in the comments, because I can sit here and do this all day if you want to see more. More? What do you want me to do, Cookie? Tell me what you want me to do. Everything I've done, so do more? Okay, I can do more. No, I do not have an Amazon code. I wish I did, but I do not. I have not grown that much yet to get an Amazon code. Oh, I didn't even I do have more. I got those turtles I can play with. Alrighty. We got more to play with. We got more to He walked away and came back to a screen full of turtles. Okay, we are going to play with some more turtles. Okay, we're going to put these up right now so they're out of the way. Are you okay, Zal? I know you're having a rough time today. I just got to put my bubbles back on here so I don't lose anything because I really like this turtle stencil. So just bear with me for just a second, okay? Because I'm really liking this. I don't remember where I got the acrylic the stamps, the turtles from. I have been collecting turtles for years and a lot of them have been gifted to me. I wish I knew where I got them from, but I don't. My best guess, it could have come from the Moo. Could have. I can't say for sure. You're out of the shower now? All right, we won't pick on you anymore, Chiquita. We won't call you to the front of the room while you're in the shower. Okay. Thank you, Chiquita. If you can find it, let me know so that I can put it in my description, please. Now he wants some turtle stamps. Everybody's gonna want turtle stamps here shortly. I'm gonna be starting a turtle community here. I know, right? I feel bad she feels like that. And I know, and I live so far away and there's nothing I can do to help her. My heart hurts. I'm thinking. I ordered a turtle keychain. I have bunches of those. I love my turtle keychains. I have one sitting right here next. You found the one I'm using, Tanya? Awesome sauce. You need to get some of those turtles. I'm over here cracking up at you guys. I really am cracking up at you guys. Because you're telling me you need to get some turtles in your life. I'm not over here promoting turtles. I swear I am not promoting turtles. The only thing is, if you buy turtles, you must name your turtles. And you have to tell me what you named your turtle. That's the only stipulation I have, is you have to name your turtle. Don't you move. And we're gonna rectify that situation right here. You are not moving while I do this. Birds for you. You're a teenager. Hey, I like pizza. I don't know about anybody else, but I like pizza. If I can totally name it. That's right. You gotta name your turtles. I name everything. I'm gonna name my next turtle Sarah. I'm going to show you something cool with the oxides here in a minute. If you didn't know, this happens with oxide. As soon as I get done doing this, you're going to learn another trick today. You're going to learn another trick here in a minute. I got a lot of tricks up my sleeve today. How many of you knew that oxide reacted to water? Oxide ink. Yeah, it reacts to ink. Hold on. I will show you what it does when you spray water on it. I'm just got to finish putting these little circle things here. All right. So, did you? Yeah, I thought that's where it came from. Yeah, some people, that's why I didn't know if some knew or some didn't. That's why I asked. But so here we go. We have these on here, right? Chiquita, can you friends request me on Facebook when you get a minute? We're spraying water on here, right? Like this. You can use any spray bottle. I just have this one because it was a gift. And if you see how it's reacting to the water, see how it's getting like white dots on there? That is your oxides reacting to the water. See that? Then if you spray it again, as many times as you spray it, it'll keep reacting. And then if you take it and you dab it with, I don't even know where I did with my paper towel. I guess we can use this one here that I took out, I put in the garbage. You take it and you dab it with your paper towel. You can really see, I probably didn't pick up, but you see how I'm taking the ink off of it? Like this. But you see the oxidation on there? And then if I take this and go like this and dry it, like so, you have that type of effect. It works better when you use your darker inks. I just use a lighter ink because I'm going to be stamping turtles and that on there, and I wanted some blue. But yeah, you get a really good oxidization from it when you do it. I didn't know how many people actually knew that you could do that. You can also do it with your inks too. And when you can use it. Okay, I will grab it at the end of the live. Thanks, Chiquita. Oh yeah, anxiety is the worst. I don't like that demon. And then I was, oh, this must be, yep, this is a moon one too. I found this one in the bucket, and I thought that these bubbles here would be really fun to use on here with some turtles. You have this one? Put the oxide inks on the glass mat, then add water, then paper. Oh yeah, I love doing that. I could sit here all day and show techniques. I love showing technique. We're gonna have to get on a live one day like this, Chiquita and Karen, and show our techniques for jelly plating, like the way that we do it. You know how Karen has her McCoy mashup and things like that, so that we can teach the different techniques for that, if that's something you guys are interested in. Because it looks like people are interested in learning the different techniques, like not just repetitive. Yeah. But you know, like how we're going through, like how I'm going through now and I'm stamping on the paper, but I'm showing how to mask and things like that. I think maybe that might be something that people are interested in. You know how Chiquita does her painting and then she does her pulling. Somebody might be, that might be interesting to some people. Technique temptation at Terrace Turtle Station. You know, you don't have to threaten me like a time in the studio. You know where the messenger is, Karen. You too, Chiquita. Oh, I love that. I think I'm going to call that my Tuesday lives, Cookie. Send that to me in Messenger so I don't forget it. Or somebody screenshot that and send it to me, because I'm a stamping at the moment. I absolutely love that name. Thank you. And then we could create a hashtag for it too. Oh, I am loving that. Like those bubbles. Oh, yes. Well, yeah, we can work out a time. I'm still working out the details with me doing the lives and that. So it's not set in stone. Believe me, it's not set in stone. And I'm very, very, very flexible. If somebody needs to, if somebody wants to go live with me and they can't go live at 11 o'clock and they need to go live at noon or whatever, I have no problem with that. I just thought that if somebody wanted to go live and share technique or something like I am right now, there's, oh, you mean like this? It's my coffee cup. Yeah. I don't think there's a turtle out there that I don't have some form of, and I'm not saying that to be condescending or anything like that. I just have collected so many over the years. And don't worry about spelling. We all have, I misspell all the time. I really do. I never worry about it. Like I say, we're not here for perfection. We're here to craft. Spelling is one of them. Yeah, sometimes we decipher what everybody's saying. We learn we learn everybody's lingo. And sometimes we end up in the parking lot because we say the wrong thing that they're trying to decipher. Right, Cookie? Thank you about the bubbles. Oh, cool. I am so glad that you found them, Cookie. I've been thinking about those since you were looking for those, and I was actually talking to my husband about it. I was like, I feel bad for my people that live overseas because they're looking for things that I have that I can send them, and I can't send them because it costs so much to send stuff that way. Oh, I go there regular, Cookie. The parking lot's I should get a sign that I put on my door that says parking lot. You will see a complete difference when you use them. You will. Well, I hope that you like them like I do. But Oh, that is another, see, like, maybe one Tuesday I can show that, like, my scoring, like, what I like for scoring and all that kind of stuff. See, you just open up another avenue for me. I like to use, hold on, where is it? These to score rather than one of these. This is called a, now I can't think. This is called a bone folder. This here's a bone folder. This is called a, yeah, Tara. They use it for paint, like nail salons use it to put paint and stuff on it, on them. But we in the craft world use it for like embossing ball. Like they use it for embossing flowers and things like that. I prefer this because squirrel. Because one, when I'm stylus, that's what it's called. When I'm trying to score, I find it really difficult to try to slide this down this because my brain does not comprehend when the piece of paper is in this. But when I take this stylus and go down this like this, it fits way better. And I have a teal one that fits better than this purple one, but I have two of them on my desk, and that's what I use. And the other thing, if you notice that I have a black line here, this black line I put here at the 3-inch mark because that way when I take my piece of paper and put it here, I can line it up and I can follow that black line when I'm scoring to know that I am centered. Thank you, Chiquita. Like, yeah, but that's another trick for another day, but I will go over that in more detail. But this is what she is talking about, is one of these. That was on one of our lives one night. But yes, I will go and that's another trick for another day, but I will definitely bring that to the table for everybody. I promise. I promises. I won't keep that to myself. No, it does not. You don't press real hard. If you're using cardstock, you got to press a little harder. But it works like butter for me. I've tried all the different sizes. Like each one of the scoreboards come with a different like bone folder, and I struggle really, really bad with them. And then I tried with the stylus one day and I fell in love with it, and I've used the stylus ever since. And it's my go-to. I lost it one day and I literally cried because I could not find it. And I ripped my whole entire desk apart until I could find it. And then when I found it, I was in heaven. So now I have two of them that sit on my desk. I do want to find the bigger bald one that either Tim Holt or somebody else has, because I need them for the flowers that I'm embossing. So that, the cluster flowers that I'm working on, I need them. I need a bigger one for that because I don't have a bigger one to, get those the way that I want them. But that's for another time. Yeah, you have it takes practice, working with the with it, but I go gentle with it. That's like my birthday gift that I got yesterday from my husband. Is going to take some practice with too, but I got one of those in embossing things where you put on the paper and you can emboss it and make it 3D. So yeah, I have to practice with one of those too. So you have a big one and the stylus? Yeah, I have to get one of those. That's on my wish list. Yeah, he bought me the initial for my channel so that I can sign it when I do a journal, so that my my work can be, so that my when my work is out there, that it's people know that it's my work. That was one of my birthday presents. One from the 12 days of birthdays. I'm really liking these turtle pages and how they're coming out. Yes, yeah, I really am. You guys have me stamping and you have me making paper and you have me in my zone today. My zone. Cause Tara likes doing this kind of stuff. Tara likes being messy. Thank you, Cookie. And there's another turtle page, and this one has some layering over here with a stencil, and I used some oxide, distress oxide on there, and I oxidized it, turtles and some bubble stamps with the archival ink, stamped with archival ink, and some quotes. I am thinking I want to do some labels. How about we do some labels? What do you think? You want to do some labels with me? I'm thinking I need some labels because what is a journal without any labels? But I do have to probably make myself a mask for this quick. It sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. I just have to make a quick mask for this little guy because I want him to be like the big guy when we do it. So it'll just be a minute. Just be a minute. So if you have any ideas of anything that you would like me to teach you on Tuesdays, leave it in the comments, and that way I'll know what I have to prepare for next Tuesday. Because I'm willing to teach you anything you want to know. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, that sounds cool. I'm down for whatever. I'm always a student. I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm going to see all these turtles, all these turtles floating around here pretty soon when everybody has all the turtles to make. But while I'm doing this stamping, I am going to just run over some quick housekeeping for the design teams that I'm on. I know that I'm not here for the design teams, but first, Rach and Bella Crafts has her spring step into spring kit is 50% off on her website. You can run over and grab that if you want, so you're ready for Easter for next year. In Scrapbooking with Me, you can pre-order Tim Holtz papers, you can pre-order Graphic 45 papers, you can pre-order Stamperia papers. If you buy them before May 1st, you get 10% off, but I'm going to tell you a little secret. If you use my affiliate link, you can get a little bit more, but shh, don't tell HR that came from me. And also, right now, the Etsy shop is 40% off with no code needed. If you shop Etsy, just drop my name in the notes to let her know that you heard that from me. And if you shop over on the website and you buy digitals, you can use Mayday 40, and you can also save 40% on the digitals. You can go through my affiliate link and just put the code in, and you can still shop for other things and still get the 40% off on the digitals. And if you drop my name either place, I will greatly appreciate it that you enjoyed, hearing it from me, and you support me and all of the fun things, because it does mean a lot to me, and it does mean a lot to Miss E that you enjoy what I do. And that's all I have to say about that. And also, I appreciate each and every one of you for spending the morning with me while I showed you how I make my papers. And hopefully you all learned something fun from me today, because I enjoyed spending time with you and showing you how to make something fun. And next week, where are we shopping, Kelly? If you're shopping the website, you don't have to use my name if you use the affiliate link. If you're shopping on Etsy, you can put my name in the notes to seller. The affiliate link automatically tells her that you're shopping using my link. And if anybody is ever on any of my lives like this, and you see the little QR code up in the corner, that QR code takes you right to Scrapbooking with Me. It is my affiliate link. And does this go right over top of that? It sure does. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here for a moment. Yes, Jaquita, there is purple. There is purple. And that purple is coming to my house in both sizes. Didn't hear that from me either. Actually, they're all coming to my house. All the colors that are out for Tim Holtz is coming to my house. I had to have them all. Well, you never know. There could be a project coming in the future with me using them. Just saying. Because you want to know why I got them? I want to see what Tim Holtz paper looks like, because I've never seen them like that. And I want to see if I could make them where I could show you how to make them without buying them. Everybody likes to save $1 here and there. So if I can make them and show you how to make them without buying them, right? Now, wouldn't you like me to show you how to make a Tim Holtz faux paper where you can make it from home and not have to buy them? or when they discontinue them, you know how to buy them or how to make them so that you can make more for your stash. Yeah, it does. Chiquita, do I feel a sale coming? One thing I do want to teach you guys how to do that I'm running low on is making the, I did it on a live, but making boo-boo tape again because I am running low on boo-boo tape and I need to make boo-boo tape. Does anybody want to learn how to make boo-boo tape? Chiquita. Chiquita, I love you. Does anybody know what boo-boo tape? Yes, I know you want to learn how to make boo-boo tape. Anybody else want to learn how to make boo-boo tape? Because my stash is running low. I hear nothing. I hear nothing. I just hear my own giggles. All right, we might be making boo-boo tape here in the near future with Tara techniques. Yes, that's what I was thinking. So that's why I wanted to bring that to the table again. And I do have some new friends. We can, Chiquita, if you want. Absolutely. Oh, I have to laugh at you over there, Miss Karen. You're cracking me up. You are cracking me up. Yeah, but Mother's Day is less than 2 weeks away. So if you order it now, it will be here by Mother's Day. So yeah, you're thinking smart. Yeah, I got new friends. I got a few new friends that have found me in the past couple days. Yes. I'll just tell Mr. McCoy. Mr. McCoy will say it's okay. Bye, Mel. I need the Mother's Day money from them kiddos. That's too funny. I'm just putting bubbles in my labels here, and telling Karen it's okay that she orders her stamps before Mother's Day. You know, I'm such a nice person to tell her it's okay. It's okay. We all been there. It's okay. We all been there. No judgment here. Yeah. Yeah. You didn't hear that from me, though. Shh. That's right. HR sent me on a mission. Shh. Those of you that don't know, HR for Miss E really is not a thing. That is just one of my quirky ways of promoting product. When we had the virtual retreat, I use ChatGPT quite a bit, and ChatGPT kicked out this thing about emotional support washi from HR, and ever since then HR has been a thing. So yeah, there's really not an HR. I really don't get in trouble, but for some reason it works really well for me when I promote products. So yeah, it kind of grew. Some people think that it's a real thing, that I really get in trouble because HR is watching me, but HR really isn't watching. It just spits out random. We love HR. Yeah, we all love HR because HR just, if you know, you know. But sometimes I have to, clarify that because some people get upset when they think that there's really a person that's telling me that I have to do this stuff. So, that's why I wanted to make that, yeah, the parking lot is buzzing. I've been called HR for a lot of things. The emotional support washi being one of them. Because that is a thing. Oh yeah. Tara be over here making these labels over here, talking about emotional support washi, not paying attention to what she be doing. We need a number 77 over here in this little turtle spot. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think. Hello, whoever just came in. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello and giving me a shot. We are just playing with papers that I dyed earlier today, and we're stamping on them with turtles because I am making a turtle journal for the month of May. So I'm making some papers to go with them. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. But I just made these turtles. I stamped them and that, and then I made this paper a while during this live. And then this one is not as full as this one because I plan on cutting these out for like tags and stuff like that. And then I did this one up to show how to do some masking and that. And then I made this one. And then I also made, at the beginning of this live, I also made these papers to start with. I used these spray bottles. I made homemade alcohol ink with alcohol and food coloring. I used my own rust water that I made at home and coffee. I'm going to be making a how-to list and putting it up on my coffee page. If you see the QR code up in the right hand corner, that is my affiliate link to Scrapbooking with Me, because I am a design team member. So if you see any chit chat in the comments about Tim Holtz papers and that, she has pre-orders for Tim Holtz papers, Stamperia paper, Graphic 45 paper. Use my affiliate link. You can get a discount for that. And right now, digital papers in her Etsy shop are 40% off, and in her on her website they're 40% off using Mayday 40. And I think that is the only other thing that I needed to tell you. Other than that, I appreciate you're here, and if you want to tell your friends about me, I would appreciate that also. Yes, these are the papers that I am working with that I made earlier. This is a rust paper that I made, and these are also some rust papers that I made this morning. But if you want to go back and watch what you missed, you're more than welcome to. I have started a new thing where I go live in the mornings. I do just to show different things, different techniques and things like that. I go live on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays with a fellow design team member, Amy. Thank you, Karen. And also on Friday, this Friday, we are having a birthday party for myself and other friends for my birthday. You can come and join that live if you'd like. And we are going to be slapping paint on paper and whatever else I decide that I'm going to be doing. And don't ever be scared to ask any questions, because when you come here, everybody's welcome. There's room at the table for everybody. You are so welcome. And if you have a question about a product that you see, if I don't answer it, I'm sure one of my mods will answer it for you, or somebody else will answer it for you. Okay, Zal. My mods are very, very, very helpful. It's 1:30 p.m. here, so what time is that, Jaquita? I'm not good with the time difference. Yeah, that's perfect for me, Jaquita. I'll be there. Just sending over the link. That'll give me time to clean up from this and grab a snack and come on and set up for the boo-boo tape. I don't want him to be headless, but I don't want Come on, Tara, be smart. Okay, thank you for spending time with me, Kelly. I appreciate it. I'm going to be winding down here shortly anyways because I have to get ready. I'm going to be joining Jaquita, so you'll probably see me in a little while. I'm going to be making some boo-boo tape in a little bit. See you around town, Kelly. There's that. I'm just doing this one here like randomly because I have the turtle ones for my turtle book and I just wanted this to be a random one. A random. I want some blue for this. Some blue. Oh, some blue. There we go. There we be. Alrighty. I think we have done quite a bit today. Thank you for stopping in, and I shall see you around. I'm getting ready to wind down anyways, so I'll be saying goodbye to everybody here, but we did. Let's see. We also did this little guy here. We made this one when we first started doing it. We have this page. Yes, I hope to see you again soon. I made this one here. I made this one here. Yes, I have enjoyed having you on the laptop. Help me save mortgage, right? I made this one here. And then I made this one. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. And then I made these. And then I just made this little grungy guy. And then I made all those other papers for my Tuesday craft and chat. So I'm going to go clean up my mess from this morning, grab myself a snack, and then I'm going to be back at 3:30 Eastern on Jaquita's channel, and I'm going to be making some boo-boo tape with her. So if you want to catch me over there, I will see you there because I'm going to go have some fun with her. And I want to say thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. Thank you for having so much faith in me and spending time with me. And it means a lot to me that you're here and you enjoy my company and spending time with me and learning from me. And I'll have something fun planned for next Tuesday to teach you guys. And Monday, we're going to start my journal. She just dropped Cookie's, Jaquita's channel in the chat, Zal. We're going to start the turtle journal on Monday. Tuesday, I'll have something fun planned to teach you. And I will buy Cookie. And tomorrow, catch us over on Amy's channel at 2 p.m. EST. Well, actually, we'll be on both channels because we stream on both channels. But catch us tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST while we'll be working on something fun for our design team project. And I will catch you all in a little bit. Bye now.